Hello, it's Justin Woodall with Woodall Realty Group. Here we are early August, so I want to give you an update, kind of what we're seeing. As you know, since the virus started earlier this year, we've been doing monthly updates, kind of comparing how's the real estate market looking this month compared to the same month of 2019. So here we are in early August, so I want to compare July, but in this video, I'm also going to look at the whole year through July 31st. So we got a couple slides to go through to give you an update on what the market's doing, and just kind of in a nutshell, for those that want the abbreviated version, what we are seeing is, obviously, if you've watched previous videos, you've seen that things kind of got slower. We saw less new listings, we saw less buyers, we saw less under contract, less sales. Back in, towards the end of March, April, May, things were a little bit down, and then we saw things start to pick up last month, and we've seen them pick up again this month. And so things are catching up. But I want to get into the firm numbers and show you. So I'm going to share my screen here. And these numbers, just as a reminder, are coming out of the Athens area MLS. And they are coming from Athens, Clark County, and surrounding areas. So this includes Barrow County, Jackson County, Oglethorpe County, Madison County, Oconee County. So what do we see last July in 2019 as far as new listings? There were 324 came on the market in July of last year. This year, 338, so that's up just a little bit, up a little over 4%. So we've seen a few more people come on the market, and the problem we've seen this year is, as you probably know if you've been following our information, is inventory's low, supply's low, demand is high, and that's causing prices to rise. And there's another reason I think prices are rising. I'm going to share in another video. I'm going to go deeper into that. So if you're following us, be on the lookout for that video coming soon as well. But so we need more houses to sell. We need more listings on the market because buyers are out there buying. And so that's up a little bit, but it's in my opinion not up enough right now. Price changes. We saw a few more people change the price, and I think that is a product that's up about 29%. More price changes in July of this year than last year. I think that's a product of people putting their houses on the market and probably shooting a little too high. They say, hey, the market's great, we're gonna go super high, and then they end up not selling. And I can tell you, if you price it well, if you got a house that's in good condition, priced well, marketed appropriately, in today's world, it's gonna sell pretty quick. If you shoot high, you're gonna know pretty quick if the buyers start rejecting that house that you shot too high, and you got to make that change. So that's what we're seeing there. Under contracts, 277 in July of last year, 343 this July. So normally, in July of last year and every other year preceding that, July, we're starting to slow down a little bit, and August really slows down. But I can tell you already, it looks like August is going to be big this year. But normally, we're kind of seeing that slowdown. Well, obviously, this year, it's up. And the reason it's up is because we kind of saw that pause and that slowdown back in end of March, April, and May. So that's up almost 24% as far as under contract, which means we're going to have more closings in August, I can assure you. Back from under contract, meaning what went under contract and fell apart, that's actually down a little bit, so people are staying in those contracts a little longer. Sold properties, closed and sold in the Athens and surrounding counties in July of 19, there were 304 sales. This year, 343. So that's up 12.8%, almost 13%. More properties closed this July than July of last year. Average sales price, this is what's crazy, 266 last year, 299 this year. So again, we're seeing prices go up like crazy, which translates to, if you're thinking about selling your house, it's a great time to sell. You've probably got more equity now than you've ever had. And that's up 12% month over month. Now, it's not that much when you look at the whole year. We're going to get into that in a second. But month over month from last year to now, it's up 12%, which is a lot. Median sales price, similar thing, 227 to 259. That's up 14%. Average days on market, again, you can see in that, there is similar, but average days on market being less than 2 months, median being less than a month. And so, that's about 14% faster on those. So I also, in this one, and with the risk of getting a little bit too long on this video, I don't want to go too long, but I did want to kind of show you, well, we're looking at month over month. So what are we looking at for the whole year? Are we behind last year? Are we ahead of last year? So that's what this section is going to show you. And again, we're looking at Athens and surrounding counties. So from Athens MLS. So new listings, all of the year from January 1 through July 31st of 2019, there were 2,509. And this year, 2,255. So we've still seen less homes come on the market. Builders are building, but they're not building at the same pace, or they're not building enough. And we may do another look to see kind of what new construction is coming in, because we do have new construction coming, but we don't have, I think the downfall is in the resale market. We're not seeing as many people resell their houses. So that's down 10% year over year. Price changes, pretty close. There's actually been a few less price changes this year because houses have been selling pretty well. Under contracts last year, a little just over 2,000 through July 31st. This year, 1,857. So again, the slowdown in March and April and May hasn't quite caught back up yet, but as you saw from the previous slide, July and August, I think it's going to continue to catch up. And we'll see if at the end of the year we end up with the same volume of sales, or if it's down a little bit. But right as of the current moment, it's down a little bit, but it is catching up, and it's increasing at that regard. So under contracts, 181, or I'm sorry, back from under contract, meaning it went under contract, fell apart. 181 last year, 174 this year. So pretty similar number there, small change of less than 4%. Sold last year, closed before July 31st, 1,899. And again, as I mentioned earlier, that's kind of our peak. You know, we've gone through the peak at the end of July in a normal year. This year we're at 1,680. And I don't think we've, you know, our peak is kind of happening now because, you know, things, again, the people that paused earlier in the year, they're making moves now. So that's down about 11% for the year. Average sales price still up, 261 through this time period last year, 276 through the time period this year. And as you saw, July was up tremendously, which means that shows you it's still an upward trajectory there. But the change there is right at about 6%. Median was 221.9 last year, 242 this year, which is up about 9% on the median. And then average days on market, again, running pretty similar, about 12% faster this year than last year. So that's a lot of numbers. I know I threw a lot at you, but I want to keep our audience informed on what's going on with the market in Athens and surrounding areas. And if you've got any questions for us, direct questions, shoot me an email, give me a call. I'd be happy to answer that for you. And if you've thought about selling your house, this is the best time in years to make that happen. So if you're thinking about selling your house, definitely give us a call, reach out. We'll look at it and see, you know, where does your home fall within those parameters? What is your current competition? What else is sold that's similar to yours? Where do we think it will appraise? What do we think a buyer might pay for it? And we're still seeing multiple offers on properties, and we're seeing bidding wars in certain areas, certain price ranges. So again, if you thought about selling your house, it's a great time. And we don't charge anything to do kind of a consultation to see if it's right for you. So again, feel free to reach out if there's anything we can do for you, and make it a great day.